I'm taking a bite. That's why we're cheersing.
Yes, we are.
Cheersing. It's really good.
Bussin'.
I'm here with Zoe.
I'm here with...
Are you a romantic person?
I'd say so. I like the little romance once in a while, some notebook stuff.
Some notebook
Yeah,
stuff?
Titanic stuff without the dying. Okay, do you like romance? Are you romantic?
I would like to say yes.
You'd like to say yes.
I don't know if other people would agree.
Why wouldn't people agree?
So I think romance would depend on the person. I'm quite classic with stuff that I find romantic, to be fair.
We got the boomer mentality.
Yes, I'm a bit old school with romance.
Nice. Good stuff. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go for it.
What's your star sign?
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm so excited for this one.
Gemini.
Apparently that's a bad thing.
I know, right? Whenever someone asks me my star sign and I say Gemini, they go,
Yeah. The thing is, I don't know much about like star signs, but I feel like I should have that reaction, so
Oh, thank you. At least we're keeping it consistent. What's your star sign?
Scorpio. They're really cool.
That's it? They're just really cool?
I would know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you good at flirting?
On a good day, maybe, yeah.
1 out of 10. How would you rate yourself?
Like, how would I rate my Riz?
Oh God, the fact that you use the term
No,
Riz.
because now I'm gonna use
Now
the term
you can't
Riz.
go above 5.
Hey, you're the one that doesn't know if he's romantic or not.
That's not what I said. Can we replay that?
No. The unspoken Riz, I'd say I'm a good 11 on 10.
Ooh,
I got that unspoken
bold,
Riz.
bold.
Spoken Riz, a good 11 on 10. I think I'm good at it, yeah.
Okay. I am too flirty for my own good. I don't know if that means I'm good or not.
That's a red flag. What's your type?
Short, cute brunette dancer.
The answer came up like so quick.
Yeah, it's just my personal preference. It's not a deal breaker if you're not a dancer.
So if you're at your wedding, you get married, right, to this short, cute brunette, and it's your time to go up and dance together.
Yes.
And she just sucks, bro. Like, you're there you're there dancing like the Rizzy Andrew Tate.
The Rizzy
you
Andrew
know that
Tate.
Andrew Tate?
I hate every word in that sentence. Again, it's not a deal breaker if they don't. I'm not gonna lie, it depends on how bad they are. Like
shit, like really bad. I don't know if I could swear.
If that's the case, it wouldn't go till marriage.
It wouldn't go till marriage?
I don't think so. Dancing is a bit like important part of my life, kind of.
Okay.
So I would like for her to know a little bit.
Like the renegade?
Not a TikTok dance. But if I'm like absolutely in love with this girl, then yes, it's fine.
Okay.
Like it's not a deal breaker.
Okay.
Loki, it's like one of the icks that I have, that if I'm at a club and a girl just like doesn't know how to dance at all. I'm not saying like isn't busting out a worm or something. I'm like, if you can't even, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you bust out worms at clubs?
No, obviously not. If I get drunk enough, I do the Magic Mike one.
What's that?
Where they jump and like they go down on the floor. It's called the dolphin dive, but it's not exactly a worm.
The Magic Mike one, yeah.
Yes, I love it. Yes, pretend like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Amazing.
I do, I love Magic Mike.
Same. I actually.
You want to be Magic Mike?
It's a dream. It would be a really good job.
Yes?
Yes.
I would be Magic Mike. It's fun.
I'm not one to judge.
You're the one that said you want to be him first. Why would you?
No, you said I want to be him first. What's the most underrated romantic gesture?
Writing letters.
Oh, that's sweet.
I think it's like the best thing. It's so sentimental. Like if someone writes me a letter, I'm keeping it for the rest of my life. I mean, put a stamp on it and put it in the mailbox.
Oh, like not even.
Yeah,
okay,
like the
that's
whole
cool.
romantic-y old school stuff. I love that stuff so much.
You ever have people like
write me a letter? A letter, no.
Oh,
no.
That's sad.
One day.
One day. In my opinion, flowers.
Underrated. It's sweet. No one does it much nowadays.
That's why I would say like people don't do it often, in my opinion.
But at the same time, I feel like it's that type of thing that's like.
Oh, you prefer like something more unique.
It takes more thought.
I think it's a nice gesture.
A flower with a note.
I've gotten that before, actually.
You've gotten that before?
And it was like the sweetest thing ever before I went on a shoot.
Why aren't you together?
We're not including that in this day. Absolutely not.
What is the most romantic thing you've ever done for someone?
That's a good question. There was a girl that I really liked, and it was going really well. And I think on the second date, I'd gotten her flowers and took her to a nice restaurant. I think that was that. That was the most.
That's the most romantic. AliExpress.
AliExpress. You're really judging everything that I'm doing so far.
No, because when I asked that question, I was like, I know what mine would be.
What?
So there was a time I didn't have much money, I was in a relationship.
Okay.
So I sold my piano.
Yeah.
And I got the money. I shouldn't mention this. But basically, I got him something that we both really loved.
Okay. Nice.
And yeah, we're not together.
Shit happens.
It happens, but that's probably the most romantic thing I've done.
I am careful with big romantic gestures.
You should be. I learned that lesson now.
There goes the piano. There.
I miss that piano. Why is he laughing?
I love you for this. Can you dance?
Wait, so I went to masquerade.
Okay.
If someone says, okay, let's learn a routine, I could learn it.
That's good.
Though I can't do pirouettes.
I love pirouettes.
You know, I could do the splits. I'm not gonna try.
Let's go moonwalk because I really
Moonwalk?
like. Yes.
Oh, I know how to moonwalk.
Go for it. That's actually not bad. You said you don't know how to pirouette.
No, wait, isn't it like
Yes.
like that?
That's
and then
not
you're
bad
like,
at all.
"Woo."
Hey, there we go. That's not bad at all.
But I can't keep the twirling going.
Ooh. I'm gonna get you to do 2.
Oh yeah, good luck.
So arms are in like an L shape, essentially.
An L shape.
Yes, there we go. So point this. Think of this as like you're squatting, kind of. Don't break it. I'm enjoying this so
I'm wearing
much.
boots though, they have so much grip. This is gonna be a fail.
All right, I'll have you do like one clean one. 3, 2, 1. Hey, see, that was not bad.
That was like 1.5. I'm a dancer.
I love the confidence.
Go away. I'm stealing your spot and everything. Did he do? No, he didn't. Wait. Do 6.
Push 6. 4.
I'm still better.
Ooh.
Oh, it's coffee.
Ooh. That looks really good, actually.
Oh, mine looks like a cake.
Mine looks like. All right, we're
Now
gonna.
you can really answer the question.
Yes.
What is your best chat up line or whatever it's called?
I don't use chat up lines.
Figure it out, man. You got 5 seconds.
Why? What's your best chat up line?
No, now you can't do that.
Yes, I can.
You
Watch
see,
me.
this is so Gemini.
This is. Wait, actually, I saw it on someone's Tinder bio, and I
Okay.
thought it was hilarious, and it
You're on
was.
Tinder?
Not properly.
He's on Tinder. What made you so desperate these last 2 weeks?
Jesus. Well, Zoe, considering I'm on a date with you, pretty desperate.
I see how it is. This hot chocolate is so good.
How's the salt in it?
Drink your latte.
Jesus.
I'm a cougar.
Not exactly the animal I was thinking of, but sure, let's go for that one.
No way, what was that supposed to mean?
Drink your hot chocolate, look.
I've been the salted caramel in
It's
this.
really good.
Saltier than you.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
It's getting fiery.
Do I have to ask you now?
If you want to, yes.
No, it's your turn to ask me.
Oh, yes, you're right. No, that is my bad.
You're a bit slow.
What are you putting in this hot chocolate?
How many children do you want? Really think about this one.
2.
2?
Because I've thought about this
Are you
one.
sure?
Yes. I'd want a boy and a girl.
Why?
One, specifically because I would want them to grow up with a sibling.
Just put them out with other children, they'll end up good anyway. What would you do if you can't have children?
I think I would.
Are you into adopting?
I wouldn't use the word into adopting.
Are you interested in adoption?
If I were...
Oh my days.
I want
Look
to
how
adopt-
many snacks I'm eating today.
I want to adopt these McPops really
It's a
quickly.
cheat day.
I'm taking a bite. That's why we're cheersing.
Yes, we are.
I am so sorry. Cheersing. It's really good.
Bussin'. McPoppin'.
McPoppin. I might try. Jesus. You cursing.
Oh my god, not all over me. Okay.
If I couldn't have kids, I would adopt.
Would you adopt a child?
Who doesn't
That-
know how to dance? No, I was kidding. Yes, I would. Wait, how many kids would you want?
3. I have 3 siblings, other
Okay.
than me. If I feel like it's nice to have an older brother that's just there for you,
Yeah.
but it's nice for the older brother to have an older something else.
Like a balance of powers,
Yeah.
kind of.
I personally wouldn't care if they dance or not.
Would you care if they sang?
It would be cool if they did. What are your biggest red flags?
Arrogance, ego, thinking that you're like really, really important in all this.
Fun fact, I'm like the best.
Oh, you don't like girls who are arrogant? I'm amazing. like
I'm not exaggerating, as in,
I'm a Mrs. 11 out of 10 of flirting.
no, that's like an understatement of everything.
Mine will end there, and
Yeah.
if you can't dance.
Mine would be lying, like as in someone that just lies.
Okay, yep, there.
And
My red flag is liar.
But you're a Gemini. You do lie.
I lie, or I don't.
Before I
Who
knew
knows?
you, I'm like, this dude, he lies. We
It
would
is
never
now.
know though.
That's the red flag lying.
And skinny jeans.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
Same.
Not love, maybe like, maybe fancy. I believe in infatuation. Do you believe? No, you said no, right?
Yeah, that's what I agree.
Did you get hurt because of love at first sight?
I don't think I've actually had love at first sight.
Have you ever gotten hurt?
From love?
Yes.
Obviously, I'm a human being. Have you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, it happens. But love at first sight, I don't believe in, simply because I think it takes time and effort to fall in love with someone.
I agree. Slay.
Slay. There we
I'm
go.
going to ask you a question now. What's the most important lesson you've learned from your past relationships? This is a really good question.
That is a good question.
It's such a good question.
To have more empathy for people. The way I approach relationships or anything really is quite from a almost too logical, where I don't include any like emotion or anything of the sort. Previous relationships taught me it's okay to put a bit of empathy and emotion in the way you approach things and solve problems every once in a while.
Good, you learned that, because I feel like that's important. I've learned...
Don't sell your piano.
Don't sell your piano. Bro, don't sell anything.
Don't sell anything.
Like, don't do it. Don't do it. I've also learned, though, don't love anyone more than you love yourself.
It's a very good one.
And know the difference between attachment and love. We're getting very philosophical.
Philosophical, yes. Take notes, kids. Or even adults.
Just take notes.
Just take notes.
I think we're coming to a conclusion with these cards. That's the first one you asked.
The question is, would you go on another date with me? You can say no, it's fine. I'd pull the, who would want to go on a date with me anyway?
You pulled. I'd have to,
think
like,
about.
cash your card.
Let me think about that for like 5 minutes.
I think he's a cool guy. I think he should really consider putting his middle name Express, because he's not very speedy with his answers.
I think it went really well. Fun, nice to talk to, and challenging, which is nice because I don't usually get that. Could be a bit less challenging, not gonna lie.
I had a good time. I think he's a nice person to drink a coffee with. Salted caramel latte, if I had to be specific. Would I do it again?
Yeah, I would. If she says no, though, no, I would not.
He's a good person to catch up with. I don't know if it would be a date.
How would I rate the date?
So a good 8. 3 of those points are because of the snacks.
An 8, I would say. It was good.